The wickedness of man was great upon the earth back then. The thoughts of every human heart were evil in their end. The Lord looked down with sorrow that He'd made the sons of men. For violence filled the world below and stained the ground with sin. But Noah found favor in the eyes of the Holy Lord, a righteous man who walked with God and listened to His word. Make yourself an ark, He said, of gopher wood and reed, to save your house and every breath of life that I will lead. 300 cubits long it stretched with pitch inside and out. The fountains of the deep burst forth and put the world to doubt. The rain fell 40 nights and days, the sky was black as clay. The door was shut by God's own hand and the rest were swept away. 7 pairs of every clean and 2 of all the rest. They entered in as God commanded, leaving all behind. The waters rose above the peaks, 15 cubits high. All those with the breath of life were fated then to die. But God remembered Noah there and every living thing. He sent a wind across the deep to watch the waters spring. As the flood began to ebb away and the fountain ceased to pour, the ark rested on a raft and touched the ground once more. 300 cubits long it stretched with pitch inside and out. The fountains of the deep burst forth and put the world to doubt. The rain fell 40 nights and days, the sky was black as clay. The door was shut by God's own hand and the rest were swept away. He sent a raven out to fly, and then He sent a dove. She came back with an olive leaf, a sign of peace above. They stepped out on the dry ground, and Noah built a flame, an altar to the Lord of hosts to praise His holy name. Then God set out His rainbow bright within the clouds above, a covenant for every man, a token of His love. Never will I flood the earth to judge the flesh again, a promise written in the sky for all the sons of men. But Christ has said, as Noah's days, so shall it be once more. People living for themselves as the judgment's at the door. They're eating and they're drinking and they do not see the sign, ignoring every warning of the majesty divine. The world is growing dark again, the shadows start to creep, while the faithful and the humble have a covenant to keep. So strengthen now your feeble knees and keep your spirit bright. Don't let the pride of modern men extinguish all your light. We need the faith of Noah now to stand against the tide, with humility our armor and the Spirit as our guide. Be sure your house is anchored fast, be sure your heart is pure, for only those who walk with God will find their footing sure. The clouds are gathering once again, the hour's growing late. Stay strong in faith and humble prayer.